Fortunate individuals know the power of silence and they are comfortable in that silence. There are quite a few of us who need to learn the art of practicing silence. Here are 13 reasons why silence is critical to success. 1. Silence gets people's attention. If you have ever been in a classroom or in a group situation, you have most likely experienced how silence often gets everyone's attention. If the teacher or presenter is talking away, the listeners' minds might start to wander. When the speaker stops talking, a signal goes to the brain that something has happened. All of the sudden you pay attention to try and figure out why communication has stopped. The same is true in our daily conversations. If we are silent, people take note and we gain their attention. 2. Silence can be an obvious answer. Sometimes when we communicate, we say too much. We over-explain. If a question is met with silence, there is often an answer in that silence. We can also soften the blow of a negative answer by silence being the response. There is an implied no without any harsh words or too many words that might do more harm than good. Another example is when someone says something we don't agree with or find offensive. If we are silent, we send a powerful message that communicates that we don't agree or are not going along with what someone is saying. 3. Silence is golden. Listen. People who know how to be quiet tend to learn so much more. In an important audition, the best thing you can do after you have performed is be quiet. In the moments of silence, your audience's reaction will tell you far more than words. Listening is a skill that so many never master. We are always talking over the top of each other out of fear that we won't be heard or won't get to share our amazing knowledge. Silence is how you be heard. 4. Silence uses nonverbal language. Often our nonverbal language is a more powerful way of communicating than our verbal language. It's important to recognize, though, that it's our nonverbal communication, our facial expressions, gestures, eye contact, posture, and tone of voice, that speaks the loudest. The ability to understand and use nonverbal communication, or body language, is a powerful tool that can help you connect with others, express what you really mean, and build better relationships. 5. Silence offers empathy to others. There are times in life where silence offers empathy and understanding to others. Sometimes we don't have the right words to communicate to someone who is struggling with a hurtful or sorrowful situation. We can show someone we care and we are there for them without using a plethora of words. We can offer comfort by our calming silence. 6. Silence is polite. We live in a society where we are constantly being barraged by noise and messages. From radio broadcasts, news channels, music in elevators, stores, and most businesses, to the rings of our phones, to the constant chatter of people around us. We often feel with so much going on we don't have enough time to communicate what we need to communicate. We are fighting with so many other sources of noise. When we do get the chance to talk, we usually feel like we have to cram every thought into a short span of time. However, when we are silent, we give others a chance to speak. We show them that they matter. 7. Increases self-awareness. The visceral reaction of cussing at a loved one or over-disciplining our children often comes with regret. It happens when we're completely governed by actions, and absent of reasonable thought. In silence, we make room for the self-awareness to be in control of our actions, rather than under their control. The break from external voices puts us in tune to our inner voices, and it's those inner voices that drive our actions. Awareness leads to control. 8. Grow your brain. The brain is the most complex and powerful organ, and like muscles, benefits from rest. Research showed that regular times set aside to disengage, sit in silence, and mentally rest, improves the folding of the cortex and boosts our ability to process information. 9. When it's quiet, you can make order out of chaos. When you're deep in a flurry of activity is no time to prioritize tasks. You're too busy working on making progress. The time to examine your reasons for what you're doing and to figure out some semblance of order that works for you is during times of quiet self-reflection. 10. Silence allows you to receive more information and to adjust your speech. Silence pushes the speaker to fill in the void, share more information and explain in greater detail. The more a person talks, the more she runs the risk of disclosing too much information, giving clues on her strategy and making mistakes, to the advantage of the listener. Silence also offers the advantage of being able to adjust your speech depending on what is disclosed by your counterpart. The advantage of listening is to acquire information that could leverage your strategy and improve your arguments. It is also important to digest the information and adapt to the discussion as it unfolds. 11. Silence empowers you. You may have noticed that charismatic and powerful people do not speak much. Why? Because they listen first, analyze and choose their words wisely. Be silent or let the words be worth more than silence, as Pythagoras used to say. People talking too much may give the impression of justifying themselves and appearing weak. This is probably why powerful people tend to let their subordinates comment first in meetings. It may carry more weight to let everyone talk first and give your opinion at the end with all cards in hand. The less you talk, the deeper, enigmatic and powerful you look. 12. Emphasize a point. If you use too many words, the point you want to make can get lost. Silence or fewer words allows you to be heard when it matters. If you are in a meeting, don't answer every question that is posed to the group. Respond to 1 or 2 questions. Your words will be more memorable than those who chime in at every possible chance to weigh in. 13. Introspection. Silence helps us in reaching other aspects of our mind which is not possible in our routine life. It helps to share hidden information to our active mind which generally ignores while prioritizing. This complete information provides a broader vision and helps us to focus. This in turn improves our actions, our strategies and approach, our interaction skills and motivation. It helps us to improve upon our yesterday. In conclusion, we can be effective communicators by utilizing our ability to be silent. There is great strength in silence. Now, we just need to keep practicing. Like the old adages go, practice makes perfect and silence is golden. If this video is useful to you, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification to be the first to receive our next educative videos. Thank you.